Hi. Come on in. So, I really want to just crack down and get some jobs done this afternoon. Not sure how many I'll get done because I do need to also make dinner as well. So this might be the one and only job that I actually do today. Great. I'm gonna change these coloured curtains out for some grey ones. It's just temporary, but the curtains here are just not great. And we bought some curtains back from our old house. Sorry, the light is not that great in this direction, but basically I'm going to be changing them just for some grey ones, just for the time being, just so that it looks a bit nicer, you know. Maybe it will help my need to feel like I need to renovate the house already, and we can't. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. It might be a bit backlit, guys, so I apologise, but I might do a cheeky little time lapse too. Oh. By the way, guys, I think I've probably already shown you, but I've started growing microgreens, and I literally only planted them like 3 days ago, I think. Remember that? 3 days ago I started growing these. I'm not sure if I've actually done them correctly because it's pushing the soil up. They are very small. I'm worried that I've put them in a really small container, I don't know, but let me show you this. I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready to see these microgreens. Have a look at this. Not sure if you can see that, but are you ready? Look at those. Like, guys, literally 3 days ago. And can you see that really small one? That's beetroot, and you can see over there, you see that little green spot? Honestly, I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. Crazy. 3 days worth. That's, honestly, I'm not kidding. It was only 3 days ago. Gosh. And I am gonna move them because I don't want to knock them off the wall. I'll be so annoyed if they all fell off. So yeah, let's move them to, oh, okay, I just realised that's soaking wet, and that can't be soaking wet. This is the only wall in the house with damp issues, so water cannot sit there. What is it? Is it a bit weird? Probably, hey? Probably. You're totally backlit, sorry. But it's fine. Oh, forgot to put this back on, so I'm just doing that now. Oh, so first we want to do that. Just get it on the actual hooks. Oh. Okay, well, it's not flush to that, but it's not the end of the world. It is just temporary anyway, but yeah. Okay, let's sort this out, shall we, Papa? Oh, Where's the... What have I done with a screwdriver? Oh. That's my ADHD brain coming out. Okay, no, I don't know how to do this. Does that need to be, oh no, it needs to be in between there, doesn't it? That's why. There we go, there we go. So then I need to do that. Oh, let me. More Amazon deliveries for renovation purposes. Right. And just like that, it's like they were always there. Hello everyone. I feel like I haven't filmed properly for a while. There hasn't really been too much going on, but I do want to talk to you about that because it's been hard not to do anything. So there's a couple of things about this house that we need to investigate before we can move forward, and one of those things is the ceiling, which I'll show you now. As you can tell, the ceiling is kind of, is it called Artex? I think it's called that. So because it's Artex, we need to get it tested whether it's got asbestos in it. Obviously, that's a massive priority. And what we also didn't know was, in order to knock down one of the walls that we need to knock down, we need to make a hole in the roof, but we can't do the hole in the roof until we've tested for asbestos, because we can't really put a hole in the roof until the asbestos is cleared. So it means, well, it means loads of different things, to be honest. Number one, it means the kitchen is not going to be ready for Christmas. It's the 1st of September today, and so I'm being very realistic. I'm really sad because I really wanted it to be done by Christmas, but that's just not going to happen, and it's okay. I don't really want to rush anything, so I'd rather, you know, make sure that the kitchen is done correctly. So that's number one. Was that number one? I don't even know. Anyway, number two is, if it is asbestos, it means that we will have to pay for somebody to come in and remove the ceilings. Unfortunately, the Artex is in every single room of the house, which is why I'm praying to any god up there, any god at this point, that not every room will have asbestos in the Artex, but I'm assuming if one room has it, it will all have it. So it means that, well, it means a couple of things, which I'm not really that happy about. We wanted to do this house in stages. We wanted, I say we, I mean it is Jared as well, but I brought this up. I was like, I don't really want to do the whole house all at once. I don't want to feel like I'm living in a building site, and now that we're probably going to have to take every ceiling off, I feel like I'll probably feel like we're living in a building site, which isn't great and isn't nice. But yeah, I feel like it is what it is at the moment. Yeah, thankfully removing the Artex isn't, sorry, Artex, I mean asbestos. Removing the asbestos from the ceilings in every, if it is in every room, I think it's only going to cost like £1,000, which I know is still a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be. So we still need to get a proper quote, and maybe it will be more than that, maybe close to the 2 mark, I'm not sure, but we will definitely be getting a quote, because I think there's going to be asbestos in every room, which is not great. And for those that maybe don't know much about asbestos, because I mean, I will say I don't really know too much, but what I do know is that it's only bad if you mess with it. So what I'm saying is right now we're okay because we're not messing with the ceiling currently, and we haven't done that in any room. We haven't touched, we literally haven't done a thing in this house so far. So yeah, so it's not the best news to start with. But was it ever going to be the best news? I don't know, because a renovation comes with lots of different problems, lots of unexpected problems, which I know is kind of like the normal for a lot of renovations. But yeah, it is what it is. The only thing we have done is we've removed the blinds from the doors. But we did film that for TikTok, so if you want to go see that, I'll leave the link down below. But yes, so we kind of, I feel a little bit stuck in the sense of there's a lot that we don't know and that we can't really do until we've tested the ceiling for asbestos. The extension, which is where the wall is going to be taken down, it's going to be within the extension part of the house. That extension was done in the 80s, and because it was done in the 80s, and because there's Artex in every room, I think the house was probably redecorated in the 80s, which means if you know anything about asbestos, it probably has asbestos in it. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting to have it in every room. It would be great if they don't. That would be great. Yeah, so I've been talking for 7 minutes. Of course I have. I've been talking for so long already. Anyway, I am itching to start redecorating a room, because I have this thing where, like, if I don't start something, I feel like it's never gonna get done. And obviously it will get done. It's just time and patience. But so another thing that I will mention now is that the wall that we're going to knock down, well, we're hoping to knock down, we need to create a hole in the ceiling, which is why we're testing for asbestos, to make sure we can do that safely, in order to see what direction the beams go in. So if the beams go in line with the house, so the length of the house, if you know what I mean, then it's good news. If it's the width of the house, it's bad news. Well, it's not bad news. It just means we'll need to install a RSJ. So it's, yeah, I am praying that that the beams will be going lengthways in the house. We just can't tell, unfortunately. The structural engineer that we had that came out, he also couldn't tell. It's almost like he expected us to have a hole in the ceiling already, which I was a bit like, well, we did tell you that we were novices and we don't know what we're doing. So to be honest, I wasn't that impressed. And so, yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't really know what to expect, but I was expecting to be told if they needed to see something before, because in the email I specifically stated that I didn't know what I was doing. And we don't. Figuring this out as we go. So if you are looking to renovate a house and knock down a wall, you need to be able to get up into the ceiling and see the joists that are in the ceiling so that you know if you can do it or not, which Now we know, but we didn't know before, which is a bit annoying. Thankfully, they haven't charged us. They're waiting for us to send them a picture of what it looks like inside so that they can then assess and then charge us accordingly, because the price differs to what they send over. So if it's a non-loaded bearing wall, which means you don't need an RSJ, then it's less pricey. If you need an RSJ, then it's more pricey because they have to do drawings or something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. I'll explain more about that if we get to that stage. But yeah, just note that if you are looking to knock down a wall. But yes, so this is the thing, right? I am itching to start. I'm itching to start renovating this house. I really want to do the living room. Like, because I have a clear image of what that living room will look like, I want to start it now. I want to start it now so bad. And I've bought one piece, or two pieces technically, of accessories for the living room when it's complete, and I want to share them with you now because I'm so excited. They were a bargain online. They are £50 each, and I got them both together for £65 from an antique store. So yeah, I will show you them now. So I will just say before I show them to you, I'm pretty sure I probably would have shown you already, but if not, I will pop a couple of clips in now. I have recently planted some tulips. If you don't know, or you want to plant tulips, then now is time. You plant them between August and, oh, did it say December on the packet? I think it said August to December you can plant them in order for them to be ready for April time. So, on that note, I bought these two. They are exactly the same, but I'll just show you one. These tulip vases. I think they are so beautiful. They're a little bit more, I don't really know if you'd say modern. To me they feel modern, but they are hand painted, so it kind of gives the illusion of kind of a more antique style. But on the bottom it does say that it's old Tupton ware, hand painted. It's black inside, which is very unique. I don't think I've seen that in many vases like this. But because I've just planted tulips, I saw these and I thought, I mean, I've got to do it, haven't I? I've got to buy them. I mean, first of all, aren't they just the most beautiful vase you've ever seen? They're just so ornate, and I have planted tulips that are this colour, so I just think it will make the room look really lovely. And do I share this with you? Without telling you too much, the living room is going to be a very special room, and it's gonna have a lot of colour. We've never done a room like this before, but I know that it looks really, really nice. And so these vases, I'm not going to tell you the colour. You can probably guess what colour the room will be, but they will just sit really nicely at each end of the fireplace. I'm going to do a close-up for you so that you can see how delicate they are. Honestly, so, so, so beautiful. And I'm just so excited to have my tulips in them. I think well, if they grow. This is the first time I'm ever growing tulips, so if you see them this time next year, those vases in the living room on the fireplace, then, and I don't mention the tulips, they probably haven't grown by me, I probably just bought them from a shop. But I will have tulips. I love tulips so much. we got married in August and I actually said, could I please have tulips? And they were like, no, because they're not in season. I was like, okay. So I would have had tulips for my wedding if I could, but I couldn't, unfortunately. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now because I've literally spoken for 16 minutes straight. Okay, I don't even know where that cut off, but hopefully that caught what I was saying. But I'm gonna go now. But yeah, I'm just so excited to start renovating properly. I'm looking forward to seeing change happen, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's gonna be difficult to wait, I think, for me, because I really want to start renovating right now. But anyway, it's fine. I need to be patient.